Good morning, Facebook Live, Wednesday, hump day. We are on our way over here to Lowe's, get some supplies for the shower makeover. I want to come to you with a powerful message this morning. This one, you got to write this one down. This is one of those ones that'll make or break your life. Just had a little bit of a situation yesterday, kind of brought all this to light, and I wanted to share that journey with you guys. First and foremost, thank you all very much for continuing to follow this journey. Thank you for sharing in this experience. Thank you for allowing yourself the space to become more aware, to increase your consciousness. I was listening to something this morning of a guy that was breaking down some stuff about what's going on and where we are in the world today. And one of the things he was talking about was the lost. So it's about the third time this year I've heard about the lost, like the people that are the lost ones. And we'll talk about that in a future Facebook Live. But as I was hearing that, it had a lot to do with today's topic of revenge. Revenge, there are no winners, only losers. So one of the things that I got this morning in the meditation was, as we are revengeful, as we have that intention of being revenged, I can remember like yesterday, it was Bruce Lee talking about, I'm going to revenge the death of my brother. And a lot of those fighting movies from back in the day, it was always about getting revenge. And all the gang movies and the mafia, it was always about revenge. And then when we came out with gangs, and it was gangs getting revenge against the other gangs, then we had the East Coast against the West Coast. And all this revengeful hate is what I call it. Once you understand the laws of the universe, you'll never be revengeful. So here's what happens. As you set out the intention to be revengeful and go out there and do something to somebody, and I get it, because when I heard about what happened yesterday, my small self automatically went to a space of revenge. Fighting fire with fire. All you do when you fight fire with fire, you make a bigger fire. Good morning, Patty. All you do is make a bigger fire. You cannot put out a fire with fire. So Danny Gator, when you watch this, I know Danny talked about years ago, when your heart is on fire, your mind has to be on ice. When your heart is on fire, the mind has to be on ice. Good to see you, David. Proud of you, brother. So this morning, man, as I was meditating on this revengeful situation, and a lot of you guys know about Bruce Lee growing up in a lot of these martial arts movies, it was always the revenge of my brother's death. We're going after them. Those of you that were ever in gangs, it was revenge against the other gang, the East Coast against the West Coast, to what Biggie Smalls was getting killed, and all these guys, and it's crazy how when you go out there, Iran against Iraq, and all these things in the world, eventually, when it's all said and done and the dust clears, there is no winner. It just repeats the cycle. It starts all over again. So as I was thinking about this morning, I was going deep into the meditation, I was asking the question, why do we want to be revengeful? And it goes back to the mindset of not enough, fear, hate, anger, jealousy. Those are all low vibrations. Good to see you, Carmen. Those are all low vibrations. When you operate from a low vibration, that is the small self, small s. When you operate like David Brown is right now from the higher self, you're being pulled forward to who you're supposed to become. But we as human beings fight the growth. We fight the change. We fight against our own self. So revenge has no winners. So people go out and do something revengeful against somebody else and say, I'm going to get that person back. Guess what you're doing? You're putting the laws of the universe, of karma, whatever you want to call it, whatever you sow, whatever you plant is going to grow. Whatever you speak is going to manifest. So as you send that out, know that's going to return to you. So as you go out to be revengeful or hateful against another person because they did you wrong, You're only asking for more of that in your life. It's a super powerful topic because as I was going deep into this, I can feel that my body's vibrating right now, just saying, you know what? So that's great, Joe. I get about revenge. I know people piss me off, and I want to go out there and get back at them. How can they tell me what to do? How can they disown me like that? How can they promise me one thing and then go back on their word? And I get it. It's happened to me. It's happened to you. It's happened to us. And the only way we're going to get through this, surrender, letting go, forgiveness. 3 things. You have to forgive. You have to let go. And you have to surrender to the illusion that revenge is good. Because the revenge is a small self, small s. Your higher self knows where you're going. Don't fight the change. Allow yourself the space to forgive. Because you deserve it. They say if you do not let that go, you will carry that with you forever. As many of us know, when we get into our 40s, 45, 50 years old, that shit gets heavy. Your back gets sore, you start having health challenges, you're carrying around somebody else's burden. The burdens are not yours to carry. So instead of being revengeful, forgive them, for they not know. Surrender to the illusion of who you're supposed to be. And be careful what you're sowing, because you will reap those. Be careful what you're saying. Be careful what the intention is for each and every day. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I say to myself is, thank you. Then I say, what's the intention of the day? Set the intention that's going to serve you. Because whatever you send out is going to come back to you. And with revenge, there are no winners. Nobody wins in a revengeful situation. As you're picking up what we're putting down, super powerful insight. I would write this one down and I would read it at least once a day for the next 7 days to put it inside of that subconscious mind, because the small self and the conscious mind has no idea what we're doing. We have no idea what's going to happen, what's going to happen when the country opens back up, and what the true agenda is here. But the one thing that we know that we can control is ourself, our thoughts, our words, and our actions. So go out there, take deliberate action. Come out there with a loving heart, looking to serve the underserved. Because as you serve other people, you will be served, because that's how you sow, that's how you reap what you sow. Powerful insights, Jeannie. Watch this several times. I will be watching this because I want to anchor this into my mind, because the small self inside of me that always grew up with that wanting to get back at people, all we're doing is keeping it alive. And if you want a virus to die, which is already dead, let it go. Surrender it to the illusion. Allow yourself the space to be pulled forward to your higher self. Because your big S, your higher self, knows who you are, knows where you're going. Don't allow others to get in your way of your life's purpose. And every day get better than you were yesterday. Rise 1 centimeter more than you did yesterday. Just a little bit each and every day. Good morning, Reiko. Because in revenge, there are no winners, only losers. Keep showing up. They have not seen nothing yet, and when it's all said and done, together, we will rise as one. Love you guys. Have a blessed day.